bản lại,除非tập trung là tham số.
You have our sincere thanks. As to our ongoing Zerka problem, our researchers have some information on the device you recovered. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force. Perhaps this explains why you sensed something strange about it. Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Zerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. In testing the device, we discovered potential targets. Apart from that, you know enough to complete this final task. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. You are correct. Though I confess, it does get me into trouble at times. But let me explain the situation, with a little added detail. The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Very noble, but I am here for quite the opposite. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally, I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. It was easy. Everything is, when you know the right people. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Where have you been?
Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva eyak nagnanimatan. Kundi tremoyo pot kummasang. Vet no what dingo dangmo. Trani den mo sham bargot matin shong. Quai con ni bao li ching tong dro ngao. Nei so fundi ko naga neva eyak nagnanimatan. Puavaska, pam ki na kungkam trong wang lao, da chao trok siya. Ni go wai dat wai chakanan. Kung ni wai he triole. Kung ni go wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun ei lam sayo. Dan foi futagan aknan chok tontay. Vebegor nesafun. Nei sofondi kondaneva eaknanimatan. Nigo wai napwai chakanan. Kamongi wai he triolei. Puavaska, bamki na kungham trongwan lao, the chow troksha.
I look forward to hearing them. Kodum is right. You have done much to be commended for, Outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. That is outside of my control, Outsider. You made sure of that. With the artifact in Kodum's hands, the Cormac will undoubtedly hear any revelations they do not already know. Because I appreciate all of your tireless efforts, I am compelled to warn you. Through your decisions, you have given Kodum much power in the Shrine Restoration Initiative. I understand your reasoning for this. The three may not. You must prepare for this eventuality when you meet them.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. I will not judge your decisions, but you cannot expect them to understand what you have done. Be prepared to face their displeasure. They are waiting for you now.
You aren't coming with me?
It would be best if you went alone. There are some questions I have yet to resolve with the three.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. Do you recall when I told you we had fulfilled my vision for the Force Enclave? That was the last of my visions that had been deciphered by an interpreter. And the first step toward acting on my own decisions. And a Voss who chooses to remain with Outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult. But I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
This isn't my first audience with the three. I met with your predecessors without incident. I think this will go just as well.
Everything you have done prior to this gathering leads us to believe otherwise. If we thought it could remedy our troubling circumstances, we would have had you removed from Voss. But we hope that after hearing what we have to say, you may consider your actions more carefully.
There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
If you know all that, you must know a way to help me stop Malgus.
It is not so simple.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
I don't understand why you're keeping this vision a secret.
To protect Voss.
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play.
What your mystics see is very important to your people. Your government, your societal rules, everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path. The decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three. The Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken. The pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
I will do everything in my power to protect Voss from what you've seen. And I do not make that promise lightly.
Your words are meaningless without deeds to support them.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.